Ever wondered if the fantastical elements in your favorite sci-fi films could one day become reality? The allure of science fiction lies in its ability to transport us to worlds beyond our imagination, filled with extraordinary phenomena and advanced technology. Its charm lies in the exploration of the unknown and the seemingly impossible, igniting our curiosity and our fascination with the universe. In this video, we'll delve into the reality behind the fiction. We'll cut through the dramatic embellishments and Hollywood theatrics to explore the scientific plausibility of some of the most popular science fiction concepts. From warp drives that allow for faster-than-light travel, to force fields providing invisible protection, we'll scrutinize these ideas under the lens of current scientific understanding. Are these just figments of our imagination existing only in the realm of science fiction? Or is there a chance that these concepts could one day materialize into tangible technologies? Are these just figments of our imagination, or can they one day become a reality? Let's delve deeper. Imagine traveling light years away in a matter of seconds. Sounds like a dream, doesn't it? In the realm of science fiction, this dream becomes a reality with the concept of warp drives. A staple in popular franchises like Star Trek, warp drives are portrayed as a propulsion system capable of faster-than-light travel. This idea is based on the premise of manipulating space-time itself, warping it to allow a spacecraft to traverse vast distances in an instant. Now you might be wondering, how does this work? Well, according to some sci-fi lore, warp drives create a bubble of normal space around a ship, while the space in front is contracted and the space behind is expanded. This bubble then moves through space-time, carrying the ship with it. It's a bit like moving the finish line closer to you, rather than running towards it. This concept has been a cornerstone of countless narratives, transporting characters to alien worlds and far-off galaxies at the blink of an eye. It has created a universe without limits, where the vastness of space is no longer an insurmountable barrier. But how does this compare to our current understanding of space travel and the speed of light? Well, according to Einstein's theory of relativity, nothing can exceed the speed of light in a vacuum, which is roughly 186,000 miles per second. To put it in perspective, even at this speed, it would take us about 4 years to reach the nearest star, Proxima Centauri, and 2.5 million years to reach the nearest galaxy, Andromeda. Despite this, some scientists haven't completely dismissed the idea of warp drives. In fact, physicist Miguel Alcubierre proposed a theoretical model for a warp drive in 1994. However, it would require exotic matter with negative energy density, something we currently don't know how to create, let alone control. While we are still far from achieving such speeds, the concept of warp drives continues to fuel our imagination and our quest for space exploration. The idea of an invisible shield protecting us from harm is a popular one in science fiction. This notion of an impervious barrier, a force field if you will, is a staple of many a space opera and futuristic drama. But how far are we from this concept becoming a reality? Let's delve into it. Force fields, as depicted in sci-fi, are often energy barriers that can deflect or absorb physical attacks, radiation, and sometimes even the harsh conditions of space. These shields are usually portrayed as being generated by some advanced technology, often without any visible physical structure. But what does science have to say about these defensive bubbles? In reality, the concept of a force field isn't too far removed from what we already have. Magnetic fields, for instance, are invisible forces that repel or attract other objects. Our very own Earth is enveloped in a magnetic field that shields us from solar winds and cosmic radiation. The challenge, however, lies in creating a force field that can repel physical objects. Current scientific theories suggest that such a field would require an immense amount of energy, and we'd need a way to control and direct this energy without causing harm to ourselves or our surroundings. In the realm of research, scientists are exploring the potential of plasma shields, which could create a protective layer by ionizing the air around an object. These shields wouldn't be invisible, but they could potentially deflect or absorb certain types of attacks. However, the technology to create a practical, portable plasma shield is still a long way off. The journey to realize the sci-fi dream of force fields is fraught with challenges. From the energy requirements to the need for control and safety, there are several hurdles to overcome. But if there's one thing that history has taught us, it's that science has a way of turning fiction into reality. Force fields remain in the realm of science fiction for now, but who knows what the future holds. The line between science fiction and reality is often blurred. This statement rings true when we consider how many science fiction concepts have inspired real-world scientific advancements. In the realm of science fiction, we are free to explore ideas that may seem impossible or even absurd by today's standards. Yet, it's precisely this freedom to imagine that fuels our scientific pursuits. Take, for instance, the communicators used in the original Star Trek series. These handheld devices, used for instant voice communication, were pure science fiction in the 60s. Fast forward several decades and we find ourselves living in a world where smartphones bearing an uncanny resemblance to these communicators are a staple of everyday life. Or consider the concept of artificial intelligence. Once a sci-fi trope relegated to the pages of Isaac Asimov's novels, AI is now a burgeoning field of study, transforming everything from healthcare to transportation. There's also the idea of virtual reality, a concept that has been explored extensively in science fiction, from the holodeck in Star Trek to the Matrix. Today, VR technology is not only real, but is rapidly evolving, providing immersive experiences that blur the line between the digital and physical worlds. Science fiction pushes the boundaries of our imagination, daring us to dream of what could be. It prompts us to ask, what if and why not? These questions in turn inspire scientific research and innovation, guiding us toward new frontiers of discovery. Through sci-fi, we envision future possibilities, some of which may seem far-fetched or even impossible. But history has shown us that what was once considered impossible can become possible through scientific advancement. After all, we're a species that has walked on the moon, sent probes to distant planets and decoded the human genome, feats that were once the stuff of science fiction. As we continue to explore the universe and push the boundaries of our knowledge, who knows what sci-fi concepts might become reality?